Majority of the people are pussies nowadays. Every other person I meet has some sort of a fear of going away from the usual direction that has been provided to them by the society, the pussified, quote unquote pussified direction. They just want to follow the same path that everybody does, like sheep. They don't want to take risks. They don't want to do something different. They don't even want to do something that they are passionate about. Everybody just wants to stay in that comfort zone, that safe zone, which is broken when you do something different, when you do something else, when you choose to follow something out of passion. I was a pussy as well. I was always afraid to take a stand. I was always afraid to do something that I wanted, in the fear of offending everyone. My mindset was like, okay, I want to do this A thing, but I will do the B thing, because if I do the A thing, everybody will get offended. These people around here will get offended, and then they wouldn't like me. This constant need of validation that was rooted deep due to my childhood. It was painful to remove it. It was very difficult to get rid of it. But I'm still on the journey. I'm not saying I've completely removed it. I'm still on the journey to remove it. You can even see a lot of examples of people being pussies. They want to approach a girl, they want to talk to a girl, but they don't have the guts to do it. They have a nice business plan, but they don't have the guts to implement it. At the end, we are just left with regret if we don't try. The best equation is losing is better than not trying. At least we tried. Yeah, at least we put in the efforts. At least we tried to achieve something. At least we were on the path. At least we had a direction. At least we had a purpose to do it. So I had a friend who dropped out of university last year to implement a very, very effective entrepreneurship kind of idea he had. Everybody called out on him for being crazy, for not completing his degree, for doing something that they were afraid to do. It's very easy to stand in the audience and criticize everyone, rather criticize that person, rather be that person and do something different, do something that you like. So that guy dropped out. He's a good friend of mine. I kind of supported him at that time, but I asked him to reconsider his decisions. I said, if you think you have a very solid business plan, or you have a very good idea that you think will work, then go for it, absolutely 100%. But if you're not sure, then I would suggest not to absolutely give up your university college degree. 1 year has passed and he failed. Yeah, he failed the business plan. Now the good thing is he has a spirit to bounce back again. He's trying he's trying for a different business idea. Now, of course, there's a high chance that he might lose this time as well. There's a high chance that this idea won't work. But if he has that spirit of going on, if he has that spirit of never giving up, he can try different ideas, and I'm pretty sure this hard work will pay off. One idea would definitely work. One of the ideas would definitely work for him. People who had criticized him for giving up his degree because they were correct, and they are mocking him every single day. I can see him. I can see that. There's two paths for my friend. Either he can sit down, cry like a baby, that life is terrible for him and all that, or he can implement those different ideas, work hard on it. This is the truth about life, that people are scared of doing something different because that's a double damage. I'll explain how. When you try to do something different, you would get, first of all, I never promote staying on societal terms, but it does affect you emotionally. Not showing it is stoicism. Yeah, not showing it, it's actually stoicism. But emotionally, deep down, everybody gets affected. So when you do something different, people are going to criticize you. That's one damage. And if it fails, that's another hit. That's why people are scared. More than being criticized, they are scared of losing. They are scared of losing their own respect, their own self-respect that they earn. But it turns out losing is actually better than not trying. We are on the path, right? There's a 50% chance if you try that you're going to win. Of course, there's 50% chance of losing as well. But when you don't try, there's a 100% chance that you're not going to achieve it. So why not go for the 50%? Of course, you should aim for 100%. Now, there's three words that you can use in your day-to-day life for any kind of activity that you have. Those three words are go for it. As simple as this sound, they're very effective. Now, if you are stuck at any point in your life, it might be a very small thing such as waking up early, to a very huge thing such as finding a girl for marriage, asking a girl's hand for marriage, or starting a business plan. These three words just give you the courage, they give you the motivation, they give you the discipline, they give you everything. You have to just jump in. Go for it means jump in. Just jump in. You think it's right, just jump in. Don't overthink. Let's say you want to approach a girl. What thoughts come to your mind? What if she rejects me? What if she says no? What if she makes sound like you? What if she just walks away? What if she ignores me? What will other people think? Fuck it. Forget it. Who cares? You see a girl, just go towards her. I mean, I know that it's not as easy as it sounds. I've been through that. I'm still on the process, right? You have to be outcome independent. So that's what these three words, go for it, help you out. You want to do something, repeat those words in your head. Go for it. Let's just go for it. Jump in. You just jump in. Just jump into the thing. Now, some people might think, okay, but where do I jump in? Where do I go for it? Where do I have to take the leap of faith? Where do I have to take the leap of faith? That's a pretty good question as well. Now, for this exercise, you can probably stay away from your phone, stay away from people for like a couple of hours and think, what is the thing that fears you the most? What is the thing that you are absolutely scared of, the most scared of? Make a list. A lot of things would come to your mind. You have to make a list and then prioritize the one which is the scariest for you. It might be for some people it might be talking, it for us like socializing. For some people it might be fear of bananas. I have fear of bananas. And the most scariest thing for you, when you prioritize it, you have to do it. You have to go for it. As they say, the number one thing that you fear, I mean the thing that you fear the most is the one that you need to complete first, or this the one that you need to do first. So if you're scared of something, just go for it. That would give you a purpose, that would give you an aim. It might be very difficult in the beginning, I know, but always remember our ancestors. They'd give you the motivation. The only factor that is important over here is belief system. Everything works on belief. Most of the successful people are successful because they believe that they can be successful, because they believe that they are successful, because they believe that they are going to be successful. The belief system is very important. At the beginning and at the end, it's only you that matters. If you believe factually that you are correct, you just have to go for it. Doesn't matter if nobody supports you. When you win, probably you will win. And I hope and I pray for you that you win for whatever you want to do in life. When you win that, those haters would be the ones swarming around you like bees. So if you have the belief is a core, belief is the center of doing anything. If you have that strong belief, if your core belief is strong, nothing can stop you. You can be an unstoppable force. You can be an unstoppable force of nature. If there are still some things, okay, so let's say you found what you need to do, you also try to implement go for it, but there are still some things that are pretty much unavoidable. For example, your parents, your very important school or university, your girlfriend is hindrance, things like that. For that, I can give you a nice exercise from the book, The 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss. It's a very good book. I suggest you read it. So, in that book, there's a question that Tim Ferriss wants us to ask ourselves. That is, what's the worst that could happen? The question is again, so when you apply, go for it for anything in your life, any small, from any small thing to a huge difference making thing. You can also use this question, that is, what would be the worst that could happen. The worst, to be honest, for every question is that you would die. The worst that could happen is you can die, but you won't die for everything. What I'm trying to say is that what's the worst that could happen when you approach that girl? When you list down the negative outcomes, first, it reduces the fear. Second, you are prepared for what is going to happen. It's not as bad as you thought it was. So if we apply this question and formulate the answers and be prepared, you'll have a backup. At the end, on this journey of taking the leap of faith, there are again going to be naysayers. Just fuck them. You don't care. Keep improving. The world needs you.